Hey, you're listening to episode 30 of the TA Pedals podcast. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Stephon.
Ever since you did it that first week, I can't get it out of my head. I feel like we got to do it now. The face thing, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I was just excited. I had to get it out.
Yeah, I feel that. It's kind of like when we're at work and we're frustrated, and maybe me way more than you, but we just like scream.
Yeah.
I could only imagine like what our coworkers think when we do that, because it's just busy and everyone's running around,
Yeah.
and then we're just in the kitchen like literally screaming. Normally you just like go, sheesh. But yeah,
That's what the kids do these days.
that's what I hear.
They're all pretty much teenagers, so that's you walk through the house and you're shee.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird trends that come up.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We used to say some weird stuff, I'm sure, when we were younger,
Yeah.
but it was I don't know. I can't think of anything that we like. Weird language comes and goes pretty quickly, and I never thought that I'd be at the point where I like lose touch with what kids are saying, but I can't even understand them anymore.
I just go with it. It's easier that way. You can't beat them, join them.
Like, yo, dog, that glizzy was straight fire.
Well, like,
What are you
but it's
talking
like
about?
today. It's like, bruh.
Bruh.
It's like when I was younger. It's like, dude, or
Bro.
no, I don't think I used
No,
bro. I think it's just, dude, yo, dude, dude, what you doing, dude?
I don't know if
I don't know. It's
I used to say sick a lot.
oh yeah, sick with sick. Yeah, that's sick.
That's sick.
I still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's pretty normal words. We used normal words for other things, whereas today's made up words.
Yeah. I kind of like it better the way it is now. Like, I wish we would have grown up. Well, I don't know. Using that kind of language. I just think stuff like glizzy is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I asked Sydney the other night, she wanted to have glizzies for dinner. And she was like, what's a glizzy?
I don't even know what that is.
A glizzy's a hot dog.
Oh my God.
And I don't know why, but it's so funny.
People use the word clapped.
Yeah.
Like, that thing's so clapped.
Dude, I remember when I worked at the mall, this dude came in and was like, yo, you been to Smash Burger? And I was like, no. He's like, those smash fries are smacking. I was like, what are you talking about? Do you mean they taste good? Like, I don't.
They're so good, they make you smack.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a thing too, smacking glizzy.
When I was younger, smack meant drugs.
Really? Oh, yeah. To me, it just means hitting someone or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the lingo is. It's cool to experience like the changes of lingo. Like that's pretty cool. I can remember when I was younger and people, like the older people talk a certain way, and like they say certain words, and you're like, what's that? and then like the new words that your generation's coming up with, they don't understand that, and it's cool to be like in the middle of that right now.
Yeah, it is cool to see both sides of it. I feel like it's a little weird, but I'm starting to feel like we're like the older guys that at work.
Yeah.
And, there are a couple people who are younger than us that, we talk to.
Well, I feel like they kind of look up to us. They're like, you have a lot of knowledge, and I want to, learn something from you.
That's what I thought too. Until the other day, and that's where this story comes in. I walked by dry storage, and two of the people that like us, younger people, a girl and a guy, were talking and having a conversation. And I heard the girl say, "Yeah, he was trying to talk to me." And the guy was like, "What's wrong with that?" And she was like, "He's like 30." And she wasn't talking about us, but just some other random person. And I literally just like hung my head in shame. I was
like, oh, I'm 30.
Yeah,
you 30. Don't know I'm 30, and you probably would think that about me,
right?
If you knew my age.
Exactly. But I guess because we look so vibrant and youthful, people don't realize how old we are sometimes. And like it doesn't change the fact that like, they like us, those two people or whatever. But it was just funny because she made it sound like he was like 70. He's 30.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what?
I feel like it might have been like a different sort of dynamic, because like when we talk to younger people, it's like, it's friendly, and it's like, let me present, the kind of knowledge that I have and help you learn new things. And like, I feel like that's kind of how we do stuff. Whereas like a typical 30-year-old would be trying to,
it would be more weird.
Like that creepy old guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't feel like we come off like that at all.
We don't. But I've heard people that we work with refer to some other people as like the creepy old guy. Like as soon as someone who's like 40 or above starts, like that's the first rumor that goes around. It's like, oh, you guys see that creepy old pervert that just started? And I'm like, he might be older, but that doesn't mean he's a sexual deviant or something just because he's like 40.
Yeah.
And then everyone gets to know him, and like it's fine.
Yeah, it's like if you're an older person and you're overly friendly and trying to be super nice with everyone, like you're immediately a sexual predator.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it doesn't make sense.
Get out of here with that. Like, get to know someone before you start judging them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this past Friday, we put out the Buzzkill. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we did a video last week, and we didn't show it. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know this kind of, you can't see through your audio listening device, but we're showing the Buzzkill right now. It's our Big Muff style pedal. I don't know if we're allowed to say that or not. I remember saying like, hey, we probably shouldn't say that, but whatever.
I mean, it's based on the Big Muff circuit.
Yeah, it's
like just like our Vampire Squid is based off a Rat circuit.
Yeah,
like it's not entirely Big Muff.
No, it's not. It's modified, but it's got that same like tonality, I guess. But it's, for anyone listening, it's yellow. It's got our LED halo around it, which is cool.
Is there any way, like, how long would it take to hook a power cord up to it?
It'd take a minute.
Okay, never mind.
And I have to set up an audio track, but that might not be a bad idea for future episodes.
Set up an audio track
on Cubase to record it.
No, I'm just talking about, like, I'm not talking about the sound. I'm just talking about plugging a power into it and pushing the button.
That would take a minute too.
Yeah. Well,
I don't have a long enough cord and
stuff.
Yeah, but
I don't think we have enough time to really do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But anyway,
what
color is that light? Because we don't have any pictures of it yet.
It's white. Yeah.
Is it pretty bright?
It's pretty bright. Like, I mean, it's not overbearing, but it. I'm gonna post some pictures of it, like probably tonight. I'm going to wait till it gets dark because I have this giant window in this room, and I want to show what it's like having it on your pedal board at like a gig in a dark room.
Yeah.
So tonight when the sun goes down, I'm going to turn off the light in here, put it on my pedal board, light it up, and take a picture.
Can we do, instead of that, can we do like you put it on the stand thing like you did in that video that you made, but like with like a background. I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about. Just like where it's like it's standing up, but it also is up against something to where when the light comes on, you can see the light disperse across the background.
I can try, but for context, I'll probably do the pedal
And
board
then
thing too.
For lighting purposes, like have like the light kind of shine coming from the left or from the right. That way the pedal is lit up, but there's no actual light hitting it. You know what I mean?
Not really. It's okay though. It's okay. I promise I will get good representative pictures.
Okay.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's different than having a top mounted LED for sure, and I hope people like it. If not, I mean, too bad. Maybe we can do a different version later, but that's how it is now.
That's the way we decided to make it, and that's the way it is.
It's got knobs and a switch and 3 jacks. We wanted to keep it simple and cost efficient. That way it's more affordable. And so if you are interested in from hearing the description or seeing it in the video, go listen to it. It sounds great. And if you want one, they're $89 and we have a few of them left. I've already been making sales. So, if you want one, we got them.
The development of that wasn't as long of a process as making the squid, and that's why it's cheaper or less costly.
Yeah.
Otherwise it has more features than the squid. It's got the halo LED, and it's got the daughter board with the featherlight switch.
Yeah, this is
whereas our squid has the mechanical switch in it.
This is so much more advanced in design than our vampire squid is. We have ribbon cable to attach the daughter board to the main board now, and there's also the foot switch is socketed, and so it made putting it together super easy. The
it's
wiring
socketed?
Inside, not exactly well, actually, yes, socketed.
I didn't even know that you did that.
Oh, we talked about it, but
yeah, I know, but I didn't know that you were actually gonna.
Oh, I did it.
Implement it on this pedal.
Oh yeah, because I remember, I mentioned it one time. I said I want to do this, and I want to start with the buzzkill, and also implement it on the shark too. Like every pedal from here on out, I think needs to have that.
Yeah,
and it just would make, the foot switch is one of the most common problems in a pedal. Like that's one thing that seems to go wrong more than anything else, because it's a movable part, and if we have the ability to just switch out the foot switch by pulling the plug out and putting a new one in, it makes repairs super easy. So when we're designing these things, something that I always have in mind is what parts, if any, are the most likely to fail. And how can I make it to where if we get a repair, how can I fix it super quick and easy?
Well, I mean, luckily we haven't had any issues with repairs
We
yet,
have not.
Which is pretty cool.
Because, I mean, like I said, like once all the parts are socketed, I mean, I'm sorry. Once all the parts are soldered on there, like they're not moving again.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And once someone like permanently puts it on their pedal board, it ain't going nowhere.
yeah, I mean, so really getting rid of the mechanical switch improved the lifespan of the pedal as a whole, probably tenfold.
Mm.
And I think that's why it's so important that we did that. And so
We have you in mind when we make our pedals.
it's true.
We think about you as a customer and you getting the most for your money. One more.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this cool PCB shaped like a pumpkin.
You know what that's for?
That's for our Halloween pedal.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. It's going to be a 1 knob octave fuzz.
Indeed.
And it is almost done.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be ready by Halloween.
We tested the circuit a couple days ago, or yesterday actually, I think. And it works. First try. Good job, Stephon. And we just need to make some minor adjustments to it and order the new PCBs, and we'll be good to go. It's pretty exciting. Technically, we don't have to order new PCBs
because it works.
But
we want it to look perfect.
Yeah, and we're
perfectionists.
Yeah, for real. Like, if we put something out, it's got to be right.
Yeah.
And there's just even though the circuit, all the parts are connected correctly, even though all the parts are connected correctly and the circuit sounds good and all that, there are just a couple things that could be a tiny bit better, and we have it in our budget to do it. So we want to make it the best the best that we can. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah.
By the way, there's only going to be 3 of these Halloween pedals. 1 that we're going to give away, and then 2 that are going to be for sale.
Yep. Very, very limited. And I can't wait to show you guys the finalized pedal itself and the board. It's cool.
I think we already have one sold too. It's like there's a guy that said like I want one of those. So like I think one of them's already going to be gone. So like if you're interested in that pedal,
I've had several people tell me that just because like they know it's going to be very limited. It's going to be Halloween themed, and that tends to be a lot of people's
kind of have to jump on it.
Year.
You kind of have to, like snatch it up. It's not going to be expensive.
Nope.
Like it's going to be pretty cheap. I'm thinking like $60.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, it's a cheap, octave fuzz, and it sounds weird. It doesn't sound like your typical octave fuzz. Like it's very different.
That's actually why I'm okay also with selling it for so cheap, because to me it's more of a collector's piece, a piece of our history.
It's one of those one of a kind things. It's like if you're looking for that unique sound, like that pedal's gonna do it.
Yeah, and it's just weird.
Yeah,
it just sounds weird, and it's so reactive based on your pickup selection, how hot the input is going into it. Like it's just kind of weird.
The harder you drive it, the harder it goes.
Yeah, and so I feel like $60 is a very fair price for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, if it wasn't so limited, I probably would want one.
Yeah,
just to have it because it's probably gonna be cool.
It is, definitely is.
Anyway, I think we're gonna end the video here. It's a little long, but check you later.
So, yeah, speaking of that, I've been thinking about how limited that pedal's going to be too, and I tend to want to hold on to stuff like that to preserve our history, because memory is very faulty. I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. And so I want to make one for myself. You can make one for yourself too.
Yeah.
And we'll have plenty of PCBs.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm only gonna order, I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of want to order 10 because it's not a change in price. But at the same time, like, I don't see us using 10.
No. But
So,
we
like,
should definitely get 10.
Okay, then I will order 10.
Okay. Because, like, you're going to want one. I'm going to want one.
I was saying, like, if we're making 3, and then if we later on decided, like, I want one and you want one, that's 5. So.
Oh, right. So, yeah.
But
yeah, might as well get 10, though, if the price doesn't change.
I think we should get 10 just on the, odd chance that there may be a repair on it later on down the line.
Yeah, you're right. That's one of those things that we have to prepare for, too, because we offer a lifetime warranty. As long as we're in business, we'll hook you up to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
And
that's what we're here for.
Yep. We just want to take care of you guys.
We stand behind our products, and we want to be your go-to for your needs, your pedal needs. We want to be we want to make cool things that help you make cool things, and we want to be like the first person that you think of when it comes to that. So yeah,
the thing is, like, if we were in the business of making something with lower quality parts, and we were just interested in maximizing profit, and if we were just interested in pumping out pedals where we aren't really that concerned with the lifespan of the pedal, then I feel like we would be doing you guys a disservice and ourselves too. But like, whenever we're designing these things, like, I have in mind, like, the person who's going to buy it and keep it for 30, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to ever fail. And I want it to be able to be used, but also the person not having to worry about it breaking down on them, especially because what's that principle? If something can go wrong,
it will go wrong. Yeah.
What is that called? I don't remember either, but anyway.
It's the law of the universe.
Yeah, exactly. And so I want to eliminate as many points of potential failure as I can, so that when someone's in a situation where they need everything to function correctly, it's go time, the pressure's on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want our device to be the one that fails, where they go, crap, if I wouldn't have used this stupid TA pedals pedal, then I wouldn't be in this situation. I want it to be like, oh, that's a pedal I can rely on.
Yeah. And we're like moving, like starting now, moving forward, like I don't doubt that that's going to be the case. Like the systems that we have started to implement and do is gonna be a forever pedal. Like it's you see those old pedals from like the 70s and the 80s, and they're still around and they're still working, but they do have a chance of failure.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to make it to where that's impossible.
Yeah, pretty much. Which, I mean, after 50 years, like, the chances of something working consistently that long, like for that to happen, whoever designed it has to really care about what they're doing and have a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do with like the electronic relay, and then we're about to start implementing that input output board. We're gonna, like we've talked about, I don't know how many people have opened their pedals recently, but like with the Shark and the Buzzkill, we've started using ribbon cable to attach a daughter board for the relay bypass to the main circuit board. And now we're going to use another daughter board that has the input and output jacks on it and the power jack. And so that's going to be even more stable. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it, but
that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that. No, I need to post some pictures of the inside of the Buzzkill, because when I first sent you the first one that I assembled, after we got the ribbon cable, you were like, "That looks like someone else made it." Like that looks. We've just come so far.
Yeah.
And the other day I was like wiring up some squids and stuff, and I counted. Let's see. There's 2 wires on each jack, so that's 4. There are 2 wires on
6.
So yeah, on the power jack, so that's 6. Then there are 3 wires on the top pot.
3 wires on the toggle.
3 wires on the toggle, so that's 12 wires altogether. Then there are 2 wires on the other 2 pots, so that's 16. Then there are
4 wires going to the foot switch.
So yeah, there's 20.
I think that's it.
I think that's it, but that's 20 pieces of wire. 20 individual pieces of wire running all over the place inside the vampire squid.
Yeah.
That sucks. And it's like, at least it has 20 different points of contact to hold it all together. Like, it's stable.
Yeah.
But like it's not going anywhere, but it's still just like it's such a pain.
It is a difficult pedal to assemble.
It is.
And V2 is going to be so much easier.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be good. But yeah, that's how a lot of like older pedals were, and a lot of older pedals like in the beginning were like on strip board.
Yeah. Like
kind of like we were doing in the beginning. But like we've come so far to now we just have to hook up the 6 the 6 wires at the top, which are very short now, instead of like on the squid, the input and output jacks have to run from the top of the pedal. There's a piece of wire that runs from the top of the pedal all the way down to the foot switch at the bottom. And like that sucked, because like I had to like push all the wire down and like under the circuit board and stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's only 6 short wires going from the jacks to the PCB, and then there's 1 8 connection ribbon cable going from the main board to the foot switch board, and then there are 2 wires that are socketed going from the daughter board to the foot switch, and that's it. Yeah. And when you open up the pedal, you hardly see any of it. It's just 2 boards and a few wires at the top that are
you see
discrete.
Everything. Like when you open up the pedal, you can see everything.
You can see all the components. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Like we've been working hard to make that happen. Like a lot of brain power and time and energy going into perfecting that system that we've developed.
It makes my brain hurt. Like it really does make my brain hurt, because we have to line up the artwork with the template and the template with the PCB. So the components have to match the drilling template, and then that has to match the artwork, and there's different dimensions for all those things and how you measure from like one thing to the other.
But we've, it's been almost a year now that we've been doing that, and it's easy. It's so easy to do now.
It's just a lot of double checking and making sure we have it right. But yeah, with the special edition squid, got it first time.
Yeah.
Like no issues really. There's one thing I want to change for convenience sake, but it's not like a problem.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, yeah. I agree. It doesn't affect how the pedal plays at all. Like, it's strictly for I guess personal peace of mind, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's like, how could I make it a little bit better?
Yeah.
Like, for like plugging the jacks in and stuff.
Yeah.
And literally, like, if we just separate those top jacks, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
But,
well, I mean, in that case, because of the sliders, you would just move the whole jack system from center to right.
you wouldn't want to do that. Because then whatever side you offset it by, that patch cable is going to have to be longer, and you definitely want to move them to the outside, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine the way it is. Like,
yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people like kind of excited about that pedal. Like, it looks cool. But no one knows what it sounds like, even though, like, hey, it's the same. It sounds exactly the same.
It sounds exactly the same
as the squid,
Yep. I will.
There's no change just in the sound. There's only a change in the way you create your settings.
Yep, exactly. Which, I mean, seems like it's like not that big of a deal, but it really is.
Yeah.
Like,
you have way more control over how you dial in that sound.
Yeah, and not only control, but like just the tactile movement of it.
Mm.
It's like user interface and user experience is important to a lot of people, and I feel like it offers something unique and just something a little more interesting, moving a fader instead of turning a knob. But at the end of the day, that's like a preference thing. Like, maybe you hate faders.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's cool. Like, you can literally, like, set your filter and your fuzz to where you want, and then, like, while you're playing, you can, like, play with the volume. Like, if you're like weaning out a note and then you want it to, like, fade a little bit, you can just, like, use your foot to move the volume.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's pretty cool. Like, it has its own set of, like, features that you wouldn't be able to do on a normal pedal.
It's true.
Kind of want one.
Me too. The fader thing, I'm glad that we finally confirmed that that's something we can do. Maybe it would be a cool feature on a different pedal. Like, instead of having all knobs, we could have like one fader if it made sense.
Yeah.
To like with the theme of the pedal and whatever, we could have a mixture of knobs and faders or whatever.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Like, the EQ could be, faders. If we do another pedal with the EQ, we could do the EQ as faders instead of mini pots.
Yeah, there's like I think an MXR, like 10-band EQ or something, and it uses like little mini faders, but their faders actually have LEDs in them, and it's really cool. Like, the fader itself it doesn't have like a knob on the top, or whatever you call that. I mean, but it just has like a clear shaft, and then in the shaft there's like a blue LED, so the whole shaft like lights up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really want one. I've been looking
That's
at getting one of
definitely
those for a while.
something that is doable. Like that's very doable.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like after working on the special edition squid, I don't know how they got so many faders in such a small box with the circuit board, because those faders are kind of big.
Yeah, but they can be touching.
Yeah, they can be, but it still doesn't make sense.
Maybe they used smaller ones.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I don't know. I'd like to open one up and look at it though, because
they might have one module that, that has all of those faders in, one module.
Yeah, or I wonder if it's like PCB mount and
Most likely.
like surface mount components, PCB mount faders. That way it's like one big block
Mm-hmm.
and it just slides in or something. I don't know. That makes the most sense to me anyway, because those like pins on the faders wouldn't take up much space on a board. So yeah, I think that's how I would do it if I had designed the MXR 10 band EQ. We're just staring at each other because like it's early and I don't really have anything else to say. So I think we're gonna end it. We're only
we're tired.
Yeah, we're at 36 minutes, and I think we've talked about what we want to talk about, which was really nothing. But just like letting you guys know that we out here.
We out here doing stuff.
We out here doing stuff. And definitely check out the special edition squid. We still have it. There's only one of them. And pick up a buzzkill if you think that's cool. And definitely stay tuned for all the content we have coming, because we're going to be on a pretty tight schedule. And so you can kind of start to predict what we're going to put out and do. And I think it'll be better all around for everyone. And easier for us to manage. We're getting to the point where I think we need to be on some kind of schedule to make sure that we're providing the kind of content we want to on a regular basis. And so, if there's one takeaway from this episode, it's just stay tuned and thanks for your support.
Keep looking out.
And we'll talk to you on episode 31. Bye.